Hello, you magical beings. How is everyone? I've missed you guys. So I have been doing some fertility magic. I do a lot of fertility magic around the harvest moon time. You guys know last month was the harvest moon. I have a girl that, praise God, she is pregnant. We've been working on a lot of fertility magic with her. I think I kind of showed you guys a couple weeks ago. Actually, it was about 6 weeks ago. I think I showed you guys the butternut squash magic. I think I did. I think I updated that video. And spicing up the bedroom and things like that. If you guys need fertility work, I'm your girl. Okay. I know I'm an old witch. I know, it is awkward for me when I do spice up the bedroom and I do fertility work because, I'm not a young witch, and I think sometimes it should be for the younger witches. But I still got it, guys. I still got it. And if you're struggling with fertility, I am your girl, okay? Again, it's, entertainment purposes only, YouTube. This is not to be taken as fact. This is, entertainment only, okay? But if you are struggling in the fertility world department, I'm your girl, okay? So I just wanted to come on. The girl that I've been dealing with, she is 4 weeks in, and I haven't been pregnant for a long time, okay? Like, my son is 24, and my daughter's 14, going on 15. So, I've taken in a lot of kids. So it's been a while since I have been pregnant. But I was kind of shocked that, with her first visit to the doctor to show that she's pregnant, they didn't send her home with, like, foods to avoid, things like that. Things that you wouldn't think would be dangerous to a fetus. And then I thought about it, and I think back, my doctor didn't send me home with anything either. Like, I actually had to research it. They kind of send you home with just not much, right? Just sleep well, take your vitamins, take your maternity vitamins and things like that, but they don't really send you home with the do's and the don'ts. So as a witch, I just want to tell you, and tell my friend, I mean, I already talked to her, but I figured I'd post it this is just a list of stuff of herbs that I have known about for years as a witch that, we're not supposed to be eating if we're pregnant. One of the most dangerous fruits that is a very healthy fruit, you find it in smoothies, you find it in candy. Sometimes it's hidden in certain candies, and you have no idea that you're consuming it, okay? So it's papaya. Papaya is a no-no if you're pregnant. If you're trying to get pregnant, or if you are pregnant, you shouldn't eat papaya. There's an enzyme in it that actually can cause a miscarriage. Pineapple is another one. There's an enzyme in it that counteracts and brings on contractions. Even on your period, you shouldn't really eat these because they can cause issues with your period as well. Maybe give you heavy bleeding. Grapes is another one during your pregnancy that you should avoid. They tell you really to stay away from grapes in your last trimester of your pregnancy. Raspberry leaf, raspberry tea. Raspberry tea was one of my favorite drinks. I craved it when I was pregnant. Evidently, raspberry tea, raspberry bark, or even the leaf, the dried out leaf, can cause contractions and cause heavy bleeding. It can cause complications with your period. It can build up the lining in your uterus and cause extreme hemorrhaging, bleeding. So if you're on your period, try to stay away from raspberry tea. are putting it in your salads and things like that. You don't realize it, but it could be something that you're digesting that brings on heavy cramps, heavy bleeding, and can actually cause issues when you go in to give birth. If you have a lot of raspberry tea leaf in you, or the dried leaves, or even the bark, you are looking at you could hemorrhage. I mean, not so much that, it could just cause complications. I don't think it could make you bleed to death, but you're looking at heavy bleeding, a lot of blood loss, and sometimes they struggle to get that bleeding under control. If you have issues with your period, if you do drink a lot of raspberry tea, and you have longer than usual periods, it could be the raspberry bark or the raspberry leaf. Again, everything that I'm saying, please double check with your doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm just a witch. I'm a witch that knows about herbs and certain foods because I've sought them out. Okay, I've researched this. You research herbs and fruits and vegetables that you want to tell your target that you're working with to increase their chances to get pregnant. And I only know this stuff because I do a lot of fertility magic. I do fertility magic at least 2 to 3 times a month for my clients. Okay, it's very common, and sadly, unfortunately, fertility issues is more common among us right now. I think we have, because of the food that's in America, I'm sorry, our food sucks. You go to any other country, they don't struggle with fertility. You go to any other country, they're not struggling with diabetes and all this cancer. It's because our food, our farmers, are putting things in our food that makes us sick. So, I mean, you can go over to Canada and the steak tastes different. You can go to Germany and their chicken and their steak and their fish, it tastes better. Everyone else stays away from putting toxins and hormones in their food that, it's banned. It's completely banned in other countries, but here in America, we're totally fine with them putting carcinogens and all kinds of hormones that are banned. Banned in France, banned in Germany, banned in Canada, but perfectly fine here. And watch your dog food too. Your dog food, your cat food, your horse feed, your chicken feed, all that. There's certain stuff that America is perfectly fine with where other countries have flat out banned it, considering it as extremely harmful if you put it in your food, and you would get in trouble. So here's some herbs that you should stay away from. Saw Palmetto, and that's SAWPALMETTO. It actually increases your hormones so much that it can bring on a miscarriage. It can also mess with your period. Goldenseal, that's another one that makes the placenta, causes issues with the placenta. So it can bring on an early miscarriage in the early stages of your pregnancy. Goldenseal. I'm actually getting goosebumps right now, so I know I'm probably not supposed to be telling you guys this stuff, but it's on my heart to tell you, so I'm going to say it anyway. Again, double check with your doctor. Again, entertainment purposes only, YouTube. I'm just putting this information out there. I am not saying don't talk to your doctor. What I am saying is talk to your doctor. This is what gets herbalists in trouble on YouTube. A professional herbalist will come on and poo-poo the doctor and then tell you just to take this herb. No, I'm not that type of person. I'm going to tell you to research the herb, look at the herb, then write it down and go into your doctor and discuss it with them, okay? Knowledge is power. And I believe that herbs and your doctor can work hand in hand, but it's not going to work if you're not have an open line of communication with your doctor. You can tell your doctor that you're thinking about these herbs because you want to get healthier. And if there's anything alternative that's available that you want to speak to your doctor about, there should be the doctor should be willing to speak to you about this stuff because it's in nature and they know that most of their medicine comes from nature, okay? It's originally from the ground or off of a tree or growing off of a bush somewhere. So you and your doctor can work hand in hand and make some type of an agreement with herbs. I'm not going to be that type of herbalist that tells you doctors are bad, doctors are a big no-no, witchcraft is bad. No, your doctor and your medical medicine that is prescribed by your doctor and herbs can work hand in hand, but they can be very toxic and they can make the doctor's medicine not work. So anything that you hear on my channel, you have to discuss it with a doctor first. Don't just start taking something, because you can seriously mess yourself up and you can cause interactions with your over-the-counter meds or a prescription that your doctor is giving you. So it's always important to double check, okay? I'm just going to tell you that the herbs and the fruits, that can mess with you, okay? So raspberry leaf causes hemorrhaging, internal bleeding. Grapes can cause a miscarriage later in your pregnancy. Papaya has an enzyme in it that is very dangerous to a fetus. Pineapple has an enzyme in it that can be very dangerous to a fetus and also cause issues with your period. Saw Palmetto, Sawpalmetto. Stay away from it. There is something in it with the hormones that can actually cause a miscarriage, and it can make your hormones increase to the point where you have long-term bleeding. It can also, saw palmetto can make the lining of your uterus thicker, which makes more intense cramps, okay, where you get cramps in your inner thighs, you get cramps in your hips and things like that. So this is another thing that you should talk to your doctor about and ask your doctor, are any of these things hidden in any of the medicine that you're giving me or any of the foods that I might be eating? Because some of these herbs are hidden in some stuff and you don't even know it's there. Okay, Goldenseal. It's another one that messes with the placenta. Dong Q, that's a one from Asia, a Chinese herb. It causes extreme cramping. So that's for your pregnancy and your menstrual cycle as well. Black Cohosh, blue Cohosh. All of the Cohoshes can cause cramps, cramping, issues with the placenta, and can bring on labor early, okay? So black and blue, and it's spelled Cohosh, Cohosh. Roman chamomile, that's another one that can mess with your period and mess with a pregnancy. Penny Royale, that's another one that causes issues with hormones, issues with cramps and things like that. Passion flower, that's another one. Yohimbe, I think it's spelled Yohimbe. Again, I'll spell that. Yohimbe. When taken orally, it can cause heavy bleeding. It can cause issues with cramps and things like that. So that's another one. And these are herbs and fruits that you may not even be aware are hidden in a smoothie, hidden in some of those fruit roll-ups and those gummy fruit snacks. If you're giving them to your children, that's another one that you don't realize you're messing with their hormones in a way. Anything that's got that red food dye, red 40, and we're giving it to our children. I mean, when our daughters grow up, they're going to start with their hormones. So we have to be careful. Countries like France, Germany, Canada, okay, they do not put all this crap in their food. As a matter of fact, if you look at some of their ingredients, it will say banned. That there's certain herbs and foods that are actually banned, and it's considered life-threatening. So that it's illegal, And here in America, we are totally fine with them putting all of those carcinogens, all of those toxins into our foods. And just try to get into a habit of flipping over the ingredients and looking at the back of it. The first 3 ingredients are the strongest, okay? So I'm trying to think of something I have here that's got okay, like I try to use like goat's milk. I love goat's milk. It's nature. It's You know, and I always try to buy the USDA brand. The USDA is basically like the police, the organic police. They're going to go to your facility, and the USDA will double check to make sure that whatever you're doing, that it's of nature and that you're not putting anything harmful in it. So you want to look for the USDA little sticker on things. That way you know that you're getting truly pure, organic foods. So here's one here where you can see the sticker, USDA. Do you see it? That's the sticker that you want to look for, okay? They are no joke. They will go and shut you down and remove your sticker if you're not following the rules of organic, okay? So that's the kind of stuff that you want to look for. Again, I'm just a witch, okay? I'm nothing special. I research this stuff because I use herbs in my magic. I use herbs all the time. So this is why I know this stuff, and it's on my heart to share it with you guys so you know. These are things that you would never think would hurt you. They're healthy, okay? They're healthy. Grapes are healthy. But when you're pregnant, it's not so much healthy, especially at the last trimester of your pregnancy. Pineapple, again, papaya, they're very healthy if you're not pregnant, okay? So again, always speak to your doctor, always communicate, tell them that, you know, that you want to start incorporating slowly some herbs, supplements, and things like that. You know, work hand in hand with your doctor and let them know your life goals about incorporating some certain herbs, and they should be knowledgeable enough to tell you, okay? A lot of these herbs have ancient Latin words connected to them, and most doctors are educated in the Latin root of the word is in Latin, so they can pretty much figure it out and research it themselves and let you know if it's going to be good for you or not. But like I told you, I do a lot of fertility magic, and that's why I do know about this stuff. So if you are struggling with fertility, if you are struggling with pregnancy, check out my bio. I'd be more than happy to help you. Okay, that's the kind of magic that I love to do. I get hundreds of emails a day to curse people. I get hundreds of emails a day to, you know, for jealous ex-girlfriend to go after their ex-husband or their new girlfriend, their husband's new or their boyfriend's new girlfriend. I don't like to do that kind of magic. It's not kind of what I like to do. It's low-level magic. It's low-level energy, and I'm calling on low-level spirits into my home to help you with that. Fertility magic is beautiful. It is a beautiful thing, okay? And it's of nature, and we are all of nature. And if you are struggling with fertility work, I'm your girl, okay? I know I'm an old witch, and you know, but that's my game. I can do a lot of fertility work, and pretty much so most of the people, I got like a 98% success rate. So very proud of that. All right. I just wanted to share with you, you know, these herbs that, again, these are things that you would never think would hurt you. Okay, but they can. They can definitely hurt you. Okay, so I just wanted to reach out and let you all know. Okay, blessings to you all. God bless. Take care of one another. I'm going to be looking at some astrology charts here soon. October 21st, we got some stuff going on with the planets. So that's a date that I want you guys to kind of have in the back of your head. Hopefully we're going to get through it, but Pluto's doing some crazy stuff right now. So I saw it a week before the war started, and I'm still seeing it. So I'll be on soon to talk about the astrology and go over each sign of the astrology as well. All right? Blessings to you all. Bye-bye.